Hey guys, it's Derek from Farmstead Fun. Today I'm going to be working on the 47 a little bit. Over the winter when we were putting it away in the fall for winter storage, somebody was helping me back it into the garage part of the barn, which is it's a little bit narrower. It fits, but it's a snug fit between the door and the trim pieces. And I scuffed the fender on the trim piece, so we got a little bit of the barn paint on here. So today we're going to clean that off. See if there's any damage underneath. It looks like there might be some cracking in the paint here. So we're just gonna clean everything up, put a coat of wax on it, and see what we're dealing with. If it's got to go to the body shop, we'll have to do that. It's got a couple other little things it's got to go for anyway. But yeah, so I just figured I'd show you how I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. We're just gonna take some acetone and get off as much paint as we can just with the acetone, and go from there. It shouldn't hurt the paint of the truck. It's just going to take off the lacquer paint from the barn. It will remove all the waxes and everything, so after we remove all the paint, we're going to just give everything a light buff just by hand, and then we're going to re-wax it. Here's a little close-up of what we're dealing with. This is all just paint right here. I don't know if it's going to show up really well on the camera, but there's some light. Could be cracks. Hopefully it'll buff out. And it goes all the way down the fender. Like I said, I just lightly scuffed it, but did a fair amount of damage to my fender. Luckily, it's all in the same color paint, so because when you get into the flames, that gets expensive. Ask me how I know. I built a Harley for my dad as a high school project, and he was riding it. We were getting ready to go to a car show together, and he parked it right next to my truck, and the kickstand ended up coming off, and it went right through this flame here. And I brought it to a local body shop. I got prices all over. People wanted to repaint the whole half of the truck, and it was going to cost like $6,000, $10,000. I brought it to a local body shop. They fixed just the dent and the spot about this big, and they charged me $600. And he did an awesome job. So if I have to bring it anywhere, I'm going to bring it to that same local body shop because he did an amazing job. So there you go, it's taking off all the paint, just a little bit of acetone on, this is a high quality paper towel. I don't see any more. It's hard to tell because the truck is pretty dusty, just from sitting in a barn all winter. They tend to do that, get dusty. I really should get I used to have a good cover for it, but it all fell apart. I bought this truck when I was 19. So I've had it, I'm going to be 30 in November, so I've had it about 10 years. This is actually the longest vehicle I've ever owned. I used to buy and sell cars like it was going out of style. The lady at Motor Vehicle knew me by name. Between the cars and the motorcycles, and I've been a motorhead my whole life essentially. So now we're just going to buff it. This is just a very mild swirl remover. Just get a little buff in it. There is some cracks up here, so I'm going to have to bring it to the body shop to get that fixed before moisture gets in there and it starts rusting and making it peel. think there's a little more paint there to come off. Yep. There we go. So with this stuff, you put it on, you let it dry, and then you just buff it off. And then we'll put a nice coat of wax on there. But you can see it already looks a whole lot better just getting all that paint off of there. Yeah, this truck, this is it's a 47 Chevy. It's a 3100. It used to be a 2-ton truck. Somebody cut it down. They shortened the frame up on it. They put I think it's a mid-80s 3/4 ton rear in the back, so it's single wheel now. It's got a 235 inline 6, which originally was would have been a 216, so that's been changed. But the 235s, they used to come in some of the earlier Corvettes, so it's definitely it's a good engine. I really like it because it's different. You don't see a lot of them not done up. This one's got a cant, it's got a mild cam in it. It's got a true dual exhaust. Right now it's only got a single carburetor, but I'm planning on changing that this fall. It's still running on points, which it runs like a top. I mean, considering I only drive this truck 3 to 4 months out of the year, it'll sit all winter with a tender on it, and I'll get in it, and sometimes I gotta just prime the fuel pump because the fuel siphons back to the tank. But after that, it fires right up. It's awesome engine. I've been very happy with it. When I first got it, it had a whole bunch of electrical issues. I bought it from a gentleman in Florida. Me and my dad went down there to pick it up when I was 19. And this guy, he had an airport hangar full of classic cars. I mean, anything you could think of, he had it. It was amazing. I wish I had pictures of it, really. He had the cars parked so close together in this airport hangar that they were touching together. I mean, he had gas pumps, he had antique Coke coolers, Coke machines, everything, motorcycles, and he made money off of them by putting them into commercials. So he said this was in a commercial. He was supposed to send me the info. It was in a Meineke exhaust commercial, which it has Meineke exhaust on it. But he never did. So I don't know if that was true or false or what, but would have been really cool to see it in a commercial. So just letting this haze up. I'm sure you can't see it on camera, but there's little hazing on it. And we're gonna buff it all off. So there's even some paint on the tire. Which acetone isn't very good for your tires, but I'm in need of some new tires anyway. These are getting all dry rotted. I don't know if there's a way to really prevent dry rot. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea how old these tires are. I've got this truck had these tires on it when I got it. And these are just American racing rims. Everything's really dirty. Everything needs to be cleaned. Yeah. The truck needs to be taken out and given a good wash. That's just from sitting in the barn all summer. All winter. Look at that. That looks so much better. Make sure we get all that stuff off of here. There might be some slight scratching up here too. I'm gonna put a little more, I'm gonna buff that a little bit more and see if I can get that out. It looks like it's just in the clear coat. But I should be able to get that out pretty easily. It's just barely showing up. If I can't get it out by hand, I can certainly get it out with the buffer. But that's at my dad's house. He's borrowing it for his Corvette. Which is what I was doing today. I was actually at his house today helping him work on the Corvette. He put a new radio for it, and I was helping him put it in. He was doing it himself. He was having some problems with it. It turned out it was just bad speakers. Which the speakers look to be original to the car, so I'm not surprised. They're 50-year-old speakers. Yeah, there we go. That looks much better. It's unfortunate there's still some cracks over here, which I'll never get. Those are all the way through. There's no way I'll get those out. There we go. Looks pretty good. I'm very happy with that. But yeah, I'm not gonna bring it to the body shop anytime soon. I'm gonna drive it. I'm gonna drive it and use it all summer. And then this winter, I'm gonna be doing some engine work to it. I wanna change the valve cover. The engine needs to be painted. I wanna change the intake manifold on it. Because right now it's just got a single barrel carb on it, and I want to put at least 2, maybe 3, just to hop it up a little bit. Give it a little more pep. That'll look really cool. There we go. So that looks much better. I'm gonna just put a light coat. I don't have any good wax on me, but I'll use just a quick detail for now, just to put something on it, and then I will wax it the first chance I get. Actually, I'll probably wax and buff the whole car maybe this weekend if it's nice. Get to give the whole car a good wash and wax everything, and maybe we'll take over to the local car show, cruise nights. So there we go. And that's it. So if you ever get any paint on your car, a lot of times you can get it out with just a little bit of acetone. But just keep in mind that it will strip all of the wax and everything off your car, so you will want to put something back on it to protect the paint. So there we go. Much, much better. And if you can, I don't know if this is going to show up, but there's, oh yeah, it shows up. There's the cracks right there. You can see there's like 3 little cracks. So we'll get that taken care of this winter amongst a couple other things. But we'll get the whole truck washed and cleaned up and get it ready for cruising. Everything on the truck's really nice shape. I mean, it's, like I said, it's an awesome, very clean truck that I bought 10 years ago when these were still cheaper. And it's the 5 window, which is awesome because you have like no blind spots. And it's got the stake bed on it that I use quite often. Actually, I've gotten hay in it. I've gotten all kinds of equipment and stuff in the back. I've actually refinished the bed a couple of times, like 3. and it could tend to be refinished again, so I might even do that this summer. We'll see. You can see it looks a little dry, like it's wearing out. And I'll pop the hood for you guys. There, so you can see, when I first got the truck, everything was really nice, but the paint was never done quite right. So that's why it's all flaking off and getting rusty. But it's got some things on it that I would hate to lose when I repaint it, so I'm gonna try to get them redone. Like down here, it's got an Isky Racing Isky Racing Cam sticker on it, which is really cool. I've got the original style plugs on it, which everyone says are going to suck in the rain. I've had no problems with them in the rain. I drive the truck quite a bit in all kinds of weather, just not snow. Once it's off the roads, I take it off. But I just think this would look so much better with 2 or 3 carbs on it. We're going to pull the manifold off too, the exhaust manifold. We're going to get that cleaned up and painted black. Just doing some little cleaning up on it. Everything else is in really nice shape. There's a little bit of corrosion around the fill cap we're going to take care of. So just get everything back in tip-top shape. This actually has an electric fan on the front of the radiator. That's never worked. Because it looked like to me like they just ran small wiring from here through a fuse to a switch to the battery and back, which really isn't the right way. So I got a relay and everything. We're gonna wire that the right way and see if it works without blowing the fuse, because every time I try to use it, it blows the fuse. But whoever did the wiring on it did a really half-assed job. I mean, there was part of the fuse. So I mean, this is all stuff that I've been fixing up for the last 10 years just to get it running properly and driving and the lights working, high beam, low beam. For the longest time, every time you hit the high beam, it would trip the fuse. It would blow the fuse. So. And I took the headliner out. I think I'm going to get a seatbelt kit for it, so I could put a car seat in the front. I think Logan would love to take this, to go for rides with me on this. And I think I would use it more if I could take him. So that's why I pulled the headliner out, because it was starting to sag a little bit. And I'm going to order a new headliner. I think I'm going to order the seatbelt kit for it. And then I think we'll use it quite a bit. I mean, you can see there's straps sitting there from when last time I got hay, because I just put a low strap over it and strapped things down. Just because there's no tailgate, I don't want to lose anything. And this truck, it used to have the turn signals up here, which I hate that. I never had that when I got it. Somebody had gotten rid of that, and the turn signals are now in the marker lights in the grill, which looks really sharp, I think. And this truck is filthy dirty, and you can see everything's still really shiny. So when it's clean, it's clean. I mean, you can see, look how thick this is. That's some thick dust and dirt. You can see it on the fenders. It needs a really good clean, but you can see the shine under it. That's just from sitting in here for, I don't know, the winter. Since October, early November it got parked. Alright, so that's it for today. We were working on the front porch this morning. It's dark out now, it's like 9 o'clock. So I can't show you that. It's all painted, everything's done. We're gonna let that set up. On Saturday we're gonna scrub the deck, get that ready for stands. We're just gonna clean that all down really well. And yeah, stain that, and then the front porch will be finally finished. I've been off all week, and I've been working every day since then. Today was my first day of like partial relaxation. So if you like the 47, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos on the 47, leave it in the comments. I'll definitely show some more videos of it. We can go for a ride and We can go to the cruise nights. I can set some cameras up outside it if you want. So if that's something you guys want to see, let me know. Alright, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, click the thumbs up and subscribe and share the video so we can keep making videos. Thanks. See you guys in the next video.